Monica, welcome back. Today we are finally doing some boho DIYs. I don't know why it took me so long to do this video because the boho style is my favorite style ever. I love all the colors, all the textures. I absolutely love it. So I'm really excited about today's video. If you like my video, remember to give it a thumbs up at the end. And if you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Enjoy the video. So we're going to kickstart this video making that beautiful macrame wall piece. So you're going to start off by just measuring all your pieces, and don't stress, I put all of this in the description box below so you can just make it yourself. Then with the longest piece, I use that for the stem, and with the second longest piece, you're basically going to fold it in half, put one piece underneath the stem, then take another piece, fold it in half and put it on top of the stem, and then kind of just loop it around each other. I think you'll be able to see this better than what I can explain it. Once you're done with that, we're just going to repeat this process, but this time we're going to do it the opposite way around. So with the first piece, the left side was underneath and the right side was on top. So this time the left side is going to be on top and the right side is going to be underneath. So you just continue doing that with all of your pieces. Guys, I don't know when macrame made a comeback, but I remember when I was a kid, I used to think that only grannies and old people could have macrame in their houses, but it is so gorgeous. I absolutely love it, and I want to do so many more projects with macrame. Then I started the extremely tedious task of just unwinding all of these cords in order to form the leaf. This took forever. So if you have a pet brush, that's really fine. Rather use that. I just didn't have one. You're going to end up with something that looks like this. I know looks kind of wonky, but don't worry, we're going to get there. And then I cut out on a piece of paper the size of the leaf or the shape of the leaf that I wanted to just make sure it's going to fit well. So this next step, just leave it out. It doesn't work at all. I tried using a staying spray just to keep it nice and stiff so that when I hung it up it didn't droop too much, but it still drooped really badly, so that just doesn't work. Then I took my scissors and just really cut it out to create a nice clean leaf shape. So I still needed a way to keep these leaves up without it drooping when it hung. So I took a piece of felt and just drew out the size of the leaf, cut the felt out and stuck it to the back using a glue gun. This worked so well. I ended up doing it for all of the leaves. Now it's time for the fun, just to hang the leaves on. So I took a piece of macrame cord and just wrapped it around the branch like this. This was just a branch I found on the side of the road. It really worked perfectly, and I love the fact that it wasn't straight. I did the same thing with another piece and just put those two pieces together. So for this middle leaf and for the two outer leaves, I wanted to create some square knots. So to create a square knot, it's so easy. All you do is you take your left piece, you make a little 4 with it, and then you take your right piece, put it over that strand through the little hole on the left hand side, and you just pull it tight. For the next square knot, you're going to do the exact same thing but the opposite way around. So basically you're making a wrong side 4 and then you're tying that. Once I was happy with the length of this, I just turned the whole thing around, and you should have a little loop like this on the end of your feather or your leaf. So you basically just take that loose strands and put them through, and then I created a square knot at the back here. When you're creating the square knot, that little piece of strand that you're going to wrap around, make sure that you wrap everything around with it so that everything is just within that knot. I wanted a little bit of variation, so I decided to do something different with the two middle leaves. So I started off by just making a normal square knot like we did before. Then I popped a bead into one of these strands, and then I did 2 square knots underneath this just to secure it. Then I left a couple of centimeters, did the exact same thing, and then I did it one more time before I added the leaf on. So this is just a little tip. If you really struggle to get that macrame cord through the bead, use a pin. It makes life so much easier. And this is how everything turned out. I absolutely loved it. For the next project, you're going to need some rope, a glue gun with some glue sticks, and in my case, a plant. This one was so easy, guys. Literally all I did is stick some glue onto this rope, and I created a spiral in order to form the basket. So I started off with the bottom part. Just make sure when you're doing the bottom that you keep it nice and flat, otherwise the bottom of your basket is just going to be kind of wonky. When I was happy with the size of it after measuring it against my plant, then I started to spiral the rope upwards. So basically, instead of sticking it to the side of the rope, you stick it onto the top of the rope and you just keep spiraling it upwards. In the end, I actually didn't end up using this for my plant. I just thought it made the plant look really frumpy and weird. So I just used it as a basket for my keys and my coasters. So all this measuring was actually for nothing. Because this is a boho inspired video, I just had to add some tassels in. Also, I just really love tassels. So I just took my macrame cord, wrapped it around the rope like this, and then I unwound the 3 pieces and brushed it out in order to form a tassel. I made a couple of these tassels and then just spaced them out evenly among the rope, and then I took my glue gun and stuck that rope down to form the top of the basket, and that was it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video for another DIY.